Dear students and respected viewers, Assalamu alaikum. As you know, we are reading the post-modern period, that is 200 BC to 300 AD, in which we talked about the Sangam age, the Sangam literature, early South Indian kingdoms, the Northwest, the life of the people, administration, the Cheras, trade, religion. We also talked about the different dynasties which ruled over the different parts of India, either north or south. We also talked about the art and architecture, the different monuments that were built during this period. We also talked about the different kings who ruled over the India. But now we have to talk about the religion, trade, and also we have to talk about the one more dynasty, that is Satavanas. So in today's topic we will talk about the religion, about trade, and also we will talk about the Satavanas. That is a dynasty who ruled over the India, in the South India especially. So today we will talk about them, we will read about them, and we will also talk about the religion the people were following at that time. When we are talking about the religion, during this period Hinduism and Buddhism were very popular. It is very common. As we talked about the Ashoka, he was first a Hinduist, then he changed his religion, he converted himself into Buddhism. Then Buddhism was at its peak, it was growing, it was flourishing day by day. But Buddhism itself was divided into two sects. One sect, Hinayana, second, Mahavana sect, which is also written on our book. And when we are talking about these sects, what was the difference between them, what is the basic difference between them, then it's very much clear that Hinayana sect looked upon Buddha as their teacher and guide. They did not believe in ideal worship. The Mahavana sect believed that Buddha was an incarnation of God like Rama and Krishna. They worshipped the image of Buddha and Buddha Satavanas. It needs some explanation also, but it is very easy to understand for you people, for me. When we are talking about the sects, first of all, these are the two groups of a particular religion, which have some differences, but the sect is following the same religion, right? When we are talking about these two sects, Hinayana and Mahavana, then we are talking first about the Hinayana. They were not basically worshipping Lord Buddha, they were worshipping God, and they were considering Buddha as their teacher and guide. They were following his teachings. But as compared to Hinayana, Mahavana, they were totally against them. What they were thinking? They were thinking that Lord Buddha himself is the incarnation of God, as there are Rama and Krishna, as these two are the incarnations of God, and these are also worshipped by the Hindu people. So this Mahayana sect also started worshipping the images of Buddha. That means they were now not following not only following his teachings, but they started worshipping him. Before them, we talked about the Kushananas. Satavanas, like Kushanas, they were also a dynasty who ruled over the southern part of India, and how they came into power, how they came into being, which was their capital, who was their first ruler, who was their greatest ruler. In this discussion, we will talk about that. First of all, the Satavanas emerged in the 1st century BC. in Deccan, Nasik. It's very much clearly written on our book. This dynasty was founded by the Simyuka. That means the founder of the dynasty of this dynasty was Simyuka, and their capital at Satavana. That means the capital city of this kingdom was Satavana. They were also known as Andharas, and their first powerful ruler was Shri Satakarni. Very much clear. First, Satavanas is itself a dynasty. It emerged in the 1st century BC in the northern part of Deccan from Nasik. They had their capital at Satavana. They were also known as Andharas. The Satavanas dynasty was founded by Simyuka. Their first powerful ruler was Shri Satakarni. He conquered territories in the Deccan. That means he fought different wars, and in his wars he defeated different people and different kings, and when he defeated different kings, the area came under his rule. The greatest ruler of the Satavanas dynasty was Gautami Putra. That means if Simyuka was its first ruler and a powerful ruler, but after him the greatest ruler was Gautami Putra. He defeated Shakas and extended his control over different states. That means he defeated the Shakas dynasty. He defeated the Shakas dynasty and extended his control over Gujarat, Kathiawar, Konkan, Malwa, Upper Godavari, and the other parts of Tamil Nadu. This means this man, Gautama Putra, he was constantly at war with the Shakas, but unfortunately this Satavayana power did not last for long, and it declined in the 3rd century AD. That means with the passage of time, as I tell you every time, that this dynasty also saw the fall. Now we will also talk about the trade and religion during the Satavanas dynasty when they were in power. That means what kind of religion they were following, and trade was in which condition. That means trade was in good condition or bad condition. This will also tell us their economic condition. The Satavana constructed roads which increased their trade. That means these were good. This shows they were good. This helped them to increase trade as these roads were connected to different parts of the kingdom. A large number of coins were also minted. The ports in the Godavari Delta lay along the sea route from the Ganga Delta to South India. They had also a good deal of import and export through the sea routes. That means these Satavanas, this dynasty was very much good in trading. They were importing and exporting the different goods and items to the different parts of the world. For example, these parts will be Persia, Iran, Arabia, Egypt. To these parts they were importing and exporting the different things. The main items exported were, that means the items which the Indians, which the Satavayana dynasty used to sell to the other parts of the world, were copper, tin, glass, medicine, etc. That means these people were good in their production, in their trade, and that is why they were selling, they were exporting the different items to the different parts of the world. And here in our book, in this para, trade, he has not written, but sorry, he has written that gold and silver were also imported. That means gold and silver was imported to India from the other countries. This shows that the Satavana were good in friendly relationship with the other countries, and that is why they were importing and exporting different things and goods.